Hey y'all, it's Ebony. I'm back, and today is going to be another recorded live session where I am showing you guys bits and pieces of a live session I did on Instagram that is basically going to answer some of the questions you may have. Now, if the questions you have are not answered in this video, leave it in the comments down below to answer your question in another live. If you ever want to skip to a particular question and answer, in the description box, I have sectioned off the timestamps for every question that was asked and for every answer that was given. So if you guys want to just jump to a particular question, you can do that. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So I am making an 18-inch. I know y'all not here for this. Y'all here for the business information, but I'm still gonna tell y'all, okay? I am making an 18-inch custom wig, and these are the bundles. It is going to be a straight wig, full body. This is the closure, HD 5x5. HD 5x5. All right, y'all, this is pretty lengthy. You're so talented. Oh, that's so nice for her. I love hair and wigs too. My issue is dealing with difficult customers. Recently, I did a wig repair for someone, and the woman paid me but seems to want more and more and seems determined to find problems where there are none. It has currently taught me to be firm, not indulge people's crazy behavior, but I found it sad dealing with someone who clearly is looking to annoy me into giving her her money back. I did 2 washes. I did 2 deep conditions. I added 4 or 5 tracks of hair. I provided the hair as a kindness for her thinning wig, and now she wants me to show her again where I sewed that down weeks later. The total for all of this work and restoration was $140. I had agreed to $90, but she heard the going rate for this type of work was $140, so she paid that out of her own free will. So I'm sad this turned out to be one of the most nightmarish thing I have ever done business wise. What do you do about crazy people? I think her husband thought it was too expensive and she got buyer's remorse. Ooh, what do you do about crazy people? Y'all, that was a good question. I feel like a lot of people have experienced this in business. If you are dealing with a customer who pays for a service and they keep requesting more and more and more and more, they keep asking you for updates, they want photos to be taken, they want you to point out exactly what you've changed and what you've done for them, you're going over and beyond for them, they're still not happy, and you feel like they are nitpicking everything just so that they can get a refund. My advice is, y'all might not like this, I would cancel the order and refund. Or if I've already completed the service, I'm just going to refund them and wipe my hands and go on about my day. And also let them know that I do not feel we are going to be a good match. So if I'm in that situation, that's what I'm going to do. I do not want them ever again. And then going forward, I am going to put certain things into place in order to protect me and help me with the process to make sure I'm attracting the right person. So with wig repairs and revamps, it seemed like this particular person, maybe they were just repairing a wig that they didn't make. I only repair wigs that I have made. I don't work over anybody else's work. It's one thing, the girl who asked the question, she said that the wig was thinning, so she took it upon herself to add in 4 to 5 tracks of some hair she already had. So to me, I'm thinking, if the hair is thinning, if it's your fault as a business owner that the hair is thinning and it wasn't good quality hair, then you should want to fix that free of charge. Like, you want to fix it if you feel like it was a quality issue on your behalf. So I wouldn't complain about that. But if it's just a wig, a customer provided her own hair or she got it from another company, it's thinning, and you adding in your own good hair to it to make it better? No, absolutely not. I only repair wigs that I've made, so that helps with that. You don't have to deal with thin, low quality hair. You know how to take care of the hair that you sell, so you don't have to worry about that, right? Secondly, make sure that you specify in detail what the service is actually going to provide and what the service is actually going to cover. That way, anytime someone is adding in additional requests, you just direct them back to, hey, this is the product description, this is what we do for this service. I'm sorry, we do not offer that at this time. We are just going to complete what we promised we are going to service you from the product description. And that's basically how you nip that in the bud. Like, I'm sorry, we do not offer that service at this time, but we're going to go ahead and complete what we promised we would complete for you. Yeah, you don't make it more difficult on yourself. You just make sure your rules are very clear, very straight to the point. Do not put anything in paragraph format on your website. Break it up into bullet points so that it's easier for them to read, so they know exactly, like, okay, if I get this wig revamped, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. That's it. That's it. Also, give them different options. That way they can automatically add on those different options as they are paying for it on your website. If they need a closure replacement, add that option in on your website. If they need the knots rebleached or whatever going on, add that onto your website. If they need a new style, if they want a new part, add that on your website, so they don't have to continue to email you requesting different things and requesting this and that and this and that all over again. Just have everything clearly set up on your website, clearly described and explained. Let them know it is what it is, and you do have to put your foot down. People in business, and I get it because it's very difficult for me. I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not, never being a confrontational person. And in business, it is hard. People will try you. Exactly, Fendi. People will try you. You have to be firm. You have to put your foot down. That's why I feel like your policy page and your product descriptions, they stand up for you. A lot of people want to be affordable, but affordable attracts a certain audience, and I hate saying that, but it's so true. Your target audience is going to attract a certain thing, and a certain price point attracts certain people. When you have higher prices, people who typically spend a larger amount of money on a regular basis, they're not worried about, they're not having buyer's remorse. Okay, they're always spending $500 on wigs. It's the norm for them, so they're not going to be questioning the process. Also, people who spend a lot of money on something, they're doing their research too. Nobody's just handing over $500 on a wig and they have not done their research. They have not determined if this person is trustworthy or not. When the last time you spent $500 with a business and you just ain't do no type of research? You know, like, people, when they see a higher price, they are already going through their mental process of elimination on whether or not a person is trustworthy or not. So when you have higher prices, you don't have to deal with that as much. Don't allow the threats of people, oh, I'm gonna leave this bad review of you and I'm gonna tell everybody about you, and don't allow that to scare you. As long as you're always being professional on your end, as long as you're always being super nice, you know, you're doing everything on your part, then people are going to be able to see your side of the story. They're always going to be able to see your side, and people that are for you, and they're going to always stand up for you and see where you're coming from. So that's my advice. How do you figure out if they are trustworthy? So when I say trustworthy, I mean the business owner being trustworthy. You know, if a business owner, you just got to get a feel for that person and that person's character. I think it's easier to trust a business owner that you actually can see. A lot of people like to hide behind the camera. So if I could put a face to the name, if I can actually see the person working, if I can see real reviews, if I can see photos from a customer, if the customer is tagged, I can click on the customer's actual page and know that that's a real person. If they have publications, you know, maybe if they on Forbes or something like that, or any type of magazine or article online or something. There's just a lot of ways in which you can see if someone is going to be trustworthy. Me, I more so look for reviews, and I look to see how much knowledge a person has. A scammer not out there, they're not researching, they're not really knowledgeable on industries, they can't really answer questions as much. They just give you something that's too good to be true. A scammer in a wig industry, they will try to sell you a 30-inch raw body wave wig for $150. Like, it don't make sense. It don't. They be like, on hand now, order today, cash app me, I will deliver it to you. It usually don't make no type of sense. Hey Queen, I just wanted to know what you think about having a vendor that provides you with amazing quality hair, but the prices are expensive. Change your target audience to an audience of people who will not view it as being expensive. Become a luxury hair brand. If you got a good vendor, then build your business around the vendor. Does that make sense? There's different ways you can build your business. You can do your business based off of your target audience first, or you can build your business based off of your product first. So for instance, if I wanted to build my business around my target audience first, let's say my target audience is career women, career working women, bossed up women, then now I am going to choose a product that better fits this target audience. So career women, how would they wear their hair? They probably not gonna wear a 30-inch bust down red wig. So I'm not gonna offer all of these different colors. They might work in corporate America, so I might offer a lot of bob, sleek styles. I might offer raw hair. I might, like, then you start thinking about what would be a perfect fit for them, what would be the perfect price range to put them in based off of their career, their salaries that they're making, and then you can match a product to them. Or if you want to start with a good product, so for instance, you have a vendor with amazing quality hair, but the prices are expensive, then now that you know that you have amazing expensive hair, then now you can match it to a target audience that can afford that, that will appreciate that. How do you go about raising prices with your customers? Whenever you change something major in your business, you're going to lose some customers. So one, be aware that some of your customers are not going to like it and you're going to lose those customers. So you really want to sit back and really think of, before you make a major change, have a set plan and a set goal. Usually when people are raising prices, they're going to end up changing their target audience. And if you're changing your target audience, then you might have to go back and reconsider your entire brand. So your branding, I feel like pricing falls under branding. You would need to rebrand your business. That sounds like a rebrand. Go back to the drawing board, rebrand it, make sure all of your products, your services are lined up with the prices that you're trying to charge or what you're trying to change it to. Make sure that it makes sense, and then just increase it. Nothing to it but to do it, increase it. And you can give an explanation for the increase too if you want to. Our brand is moving forward to deliver better quality for our customers. We feel like you guys deserve the best and expect a price increase coming soon. What's a good site to get clients to book online? I don't use a booking site, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what's the best. Where are you located? I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida, but I ship everywhere. One golden tip for hair marketing on social media. Ooh, one tip for hair marketing. I want to say beauty sales. People like, when it comes to marketing hair or just marketing anything in the beauty industry, you capture them with eyes first. Like, people have to be mesmerized with a look. Like, they have to stop and say, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Like, they gotta be in awe to want it. So that's gonna be the golden tip. Make them want it. I don't care if they just ordered some curly hair last week. Make them want the style that you have today. Make them want it. Your kinky curly is like regular curly, or is it different? I don't know what regular curly is. So with curly hair, it's gonna be different. It's always gonna be different, because what one company calls a jerry curl, the next company calls curly, the next company calls kinky curly, and the next company calls island curls. Like, don't focus too much on the name of the curl. Focus on the actual pattern. Do you trim the closure on your hair, or you just use a shorter closure? The hair that I'm wearing right now, I cut it. I cut it to shape and frame my face better. I cut this down. But when I make wigs, everything's the same length. Everything. So if this is an 18-inch kinky curly wig, the closure is 18 inches. All of the bundles are 18 inches. It's going to create a natural layer. I know a lot of my customers, they will ask that. Like, do you make wigs with varying lengths? You don't need to. If you use one length all over, it's going to create natural layers by itself. Right, this is an 18-inch straight bundle. An 18-inch right here is going to fall here, and as it moves down, 18-inch at the nape of the neck is going to stop down here. This one is 18 inches normally this long. This is long. I'm used to curly hair, y'all. This is long. This is almost to my waist. Sitting down. I usually don't wear straight hair, y'all. So, but you see, it's gonna naturally create layers as this one length moves down on your head. Okay, do you rather y'all know I cannot pronounce this, Vietnamese, Chinese, or Indian hair supplier? Y'all, I don't know why I want to say Vietnamese. I'm adding in extra syllables. It must be the Florida in me. So they asking if I like Vietnam hair, Indian hair, or Chinese hair. I don't think the origin matters. The origin of the hair does not matter. If you look at a map, all of these countries, all of these places are literally right next door to each other. They're all within the same radius. They all source hair from the same places. They can all get hair from each other. The origin of the hair doesn't matter, because there are good and bad vendors no matter where you're at. There are good and bad vendors in India. There are good and bad vendors in China. There are good and bad vendors in Cambodia. There are good and bad vendors in Indonesia. There are good and bad vendors everywhere. So the origin of the hair doesn't matter. What matters is that you're able to find a manufacturer that knows how to properly manufacture hair so that it's not shedding, that you order from a manufacturer that actually sources real hair. They're not just selling you factory hair and they just threw a name on it. So like, for instance, if you go to Amazon and you search virgin hair, none of that is real virgin hair. It's just processed hair, and they're able to falsely call it virgin hair, but it's not. Now, does that mean that the hair isn't good? No, the hair can still be good. It can be processed and still be good hair. It's just really based on the needs of your customers and clients and what they're looking for and the longevity of it. So the origin of the hair does not matter. It doesn't. But my personal preference, I do like Chinese vendors. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Chinese vendors because they are cheaper. They are cheaper. They are more affordable, and they get you the hair faster. I'm not trying to wait no 3 weeks, two to 3 weeks to receive a shipment. No. And my customers don't want to have to wait that long either. Let's say, do you prefer to use mousse leave-in or curly creams in your curly hair. I really only prefer water, but if I do use a product, I'm gonna show y'all that. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I'm gonna make a tutorial on it. Chinese hair vendors also have a ton of resources. They can get you custom satin bags, boxes, flat irons. That is so true. They are so true. That's so true. They're really good with manufacturing. Like, they're really good with creating products and getting it out very quickly. But you do have to be careful because they can also cheat you, get over on you, falsely promote things to you. And that is why it's so important that as a business owner, you're always testing out products. Never just sell something like you see a photo, you're excited, oh, this hair look really cute, and then you want to use the vendor photos to promote, and then you think you're gonna start your drop shipping business. No. First step, you have to order from the vendor and you have to test out the products. Does glue shorten the lifespan of a wig? Absolutely. It shortens the lifespan of the lace, not necessarily the wig, but the lace. The lace can always be repaired, but I noticed for most of my customers, y'all, I'm always missing something. I'll probably throw one. I got a new pad. Metallic markers. This come from Walmart. It's a Walmart brand. It's only like $2 or $3. All right, somebody asked if glue, let me see what the question was again. Does glue shorten the lifespan of a wig? I notice when I do wig revamps, a lot of the time the lace on the wigs is just, the hair look like it's just gone. Like it's gone from the lace. And I don't have that problem with my personal wigs. I don't glue down any of my personal wigs. I typically never have to change out the lace on my wigs at all. When I recently switched out the lace on my wigs, it's because I previously was wearing 4x4s. Yeah, 4x4s had me in a chokehold. I didn't start offering 5x5s until like 6 months ago. I just be so stubborn. Maybe it's the Taurus in me. I got my Taurus necklace on too. You say Taurus. Maybe it's the Taurus in me. I be so stubborn and set in my ways. So I recently switched out a lot of my wigs and I did a 4x4. Yeah, I switched them out to a 5x5, but the 4x4s did not need to be changed. The reason is because I'm not using glue and I'm not changing a parting. That's why I love closure wigs. Now granted, a closure wig, I have 5x5, so 5 inches across, 5 inches back worth of parting space, right? So I can part this anywhere. Oh, this is gonna really fluff up my wig. Okay, I can part this anywhere. These parts not perfect either. It's like, I can part the wig anywhere within this. Yeah, this finna fluff up my hair. My hair finna be big. Part the wig anywhere within this 5x5 parting space, but I don't. Like, y'all look, it really fluffed up this wig. But I don't do that. Every time you part it, you're just messing with the lace. You're messing with the lace. You're not thickening. You're weakening the knot that was created. So when they go in and knot your wigs, they're creating like miniature knots. So every time you're changing a part over, you're weakening the knot that they created on the lace. And that is why your lace is thinning. So I don't do that with closure wigs. So I want a side part. We got a side part. Like, I'm not changing the part that was already created. I'm not changing it. You get what I'm saying? So that is why I never have to switch out. So that is why I never have to change out my closures. Did you pluck your part for the unit you have? Yes, I always pluck the parts. Now for anyone that wants to, y'all, this hair is so pretty. Oh my god. See, once I touch hair, I never stop touching it. Like, is it just me? See, I can't keep my hands off of it now. Now if y'all do want to start your own custom wig business, remember I do a free training. Okay, I have one happening this Thursday. So if y'all want any more information about like custom wig making, definitely enroll into the free training by clicking the link in my bio. What I'm wearing now is 18 inches. It's been layered to achieve this fullness. This exact wig is on my website, so for anybody who wants a recreation of this exact wig, it is on my website. Is that Burmese curly? It's not, but thank you. I do not offer virgin hair. I do not offer raw hair. I only offer virgin hair. So no, it's not raw Burmese curly, but I will accept the compliment. All right, y'all, we got some guidelines out here. We about to move over to the sewing machine. I've tested over 6 virgin hair vendors and I feel like they all tangle at the nape. Am I just bad at finding vendors? No, I wouldn't say you're bad at finding vendors, because the process of finding vendors, you never know. At the end of the day, you never know what somebody gonna send you. It don't matter what questions you ask a vendor, vendors are gonna tell you what you want to hear. That's why when you see a lot of other people that be like, ask the vendor all of these questions before you order hair from them. It don't matter what you ask them, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. Hold on, it's not all the way in the middle. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear so that they can make the sale. The only way to really know if you found a good vendor is to take the risk and to test the hair out. So I wouldn't necessarily say that you are bad at sourcing a vendor. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would ask what price points is it, because I can see that being common for processed hair. So maybe the vendors are offering processed hair. But they are marketing it as virgin hair. And that's why it continues to tangle at the nape, because that's really a quality of processed hair. I'm wondering if it's the price points. Like, are you only testing out vendors with affordable prices? Because that could be an indicator that you continue to purchase processed hair because of the prices. Remember, virgin hair is rare. Raw hair is rare. It's not that many people cutting off their hair. Okay? I live in Jacksonville, Florida. We have maybe 900,000 people that live here. Of the 900,000 people that live here in my city, just one city in Florida, of the thousands of cities in Florida, I would say about 100 people have hair companies. Let's say of the 100 hair companies in my city, 20 of them keep all hair in stock. All limbs, all textures, they keep it all in stock, and they constantly like keep it in stock. Thousands of hair bundles in my city alone every week. Thousands. It ain't that many people cutting off their hair every day. I mean, they're running out of people cutting off their hair. You know how long it takes for somebody to grow their hair to 18 inches? I've been trying to grow my hair to 18 inches my whole life, and my hair's still up here. I'm joking. I'm joking. I always cut my hair, but it takes a very long time for people to grow their hair to 30 inches, but yet there are thousands of 30-inch hair bundles on the market. It's rare. I don't think people really understand how rare virgin hair and raw hair bundles are. It's hard to come across. It's not something that's readily available like they make it seem. So if you're really looking for authentic virgin hair or raw hair, you have to pay for it. You're not going to get it at a cheap price. It's not going to be affordable. And if it is affordable, chances are the hair is processed hair being marketed as virgin hair. Or it could be virgin hair, but it has a lot of processed hair blended in. But for true authentic virgin hair and raw hair, you're paying for it. It's expensive. From the vendor, it's expensive. So there's a lot of things. No, okay, here my turn. There's a lot of things to consider and to take into account when you are trying to find a hair vendor. Your target audience, price points, the type of hair it is, how you want the hair to act, how long your customer is actually gonna wear the hair. A lot of people not wearing hair. I've seen these girls on TikTok. They were talking about how they would never pay $300, $500 for a wig. They say ain't nobody wearing their hair that nobody's wearing their hair for 2 years straight. And I just laughed at the comment because it was so funny, but it's true. Some people do. Now it is people out there who do. They'll buy 3 different textures, 3 different wigs, and they will rotate them for 2 years. Just rotate the 3 wigs they have for 2 years at a time before they even buy more wigs. There are people out there like that. But a lot of people, they switch up their hairstyles every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Some people throw the hair away. Some people buy virgin hair and get quick weaves. You got to know your audience. You got to know how they're going to, it's just so many different factors. Just so many different factors. I still got hair from 2016. Listen, I don't throw nothing away. I keep all my hair. And I wear it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But the new girlies, baby, they switching out their hair. But you got to know your audience. And again, there's nothing wrong with processed hair because it's 2023. Processed hair can be dyed. Processed hair can be curled. Processed hair can be straightened. But processed hair also gonna tangle. It also gonna be, it's gonna get thin. It's also gonna tangle up in the back. But for a person that's only gonna wear their hair for 2 weeks out the year, they don't care. They're not gonna care that it's tangled in the back. You get what I'm saying? That's why they're okay with paying so little for it. They don't care. But then some people do care, and that's why we exist. For the people who do care, they care about the quality. They don't want no tangle. they don't want shedding. What makes hair trash? Oh, okay. For me, okay. So what makes hair trash? It's just based on the individual. I mean, we all have different definitions of trash. But being that I allow customers to provide their own hair for wigs, and I will make them wigs with hair that they provide, I've received some trashed hair. And the tangling, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. Like, I can't even brush it without it creating knots. I can't even open up the bundles and pull the bundles apart without it tangling at the bottom. I can't even run my hands through it without like getting carpet burn. That's trash. I can't curl it because it's not gonna hold a curl. It got too many flyaways. My mousse can't even keep the hair in place at the top because the flyaway is just ridiculous. The short hairs. To me, that's my definition of trash. Curly hair with dead straight ends. I'm big on curly hair. If you gonna have some curly hair, the coils need to come to the very end. The very end of the curls need to have a coil to it. Curly hair with straight, dead, brittle ends. Oh, it disgusts me. And it's thin. I can't. That's my definition of trash hair. That's me. I don't like it. Oh, hair that's high maintenance is trash to me as well. I'm sorry, y'all. High maintenance hair is trash to me. Which is why I don't like a lot of raw hair. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I've tested out raw hair vendors. I've had people send me raw hair from popular companies. I don't like it. Why is it tangling? Why is it causing so much friction while I'm trying to pull the bundles apart? Like, so much friction in my fingers. I don't like it. Why do I have to deep condition it first for it to look like something, for it to act like something, for it to be soft? I don't like it. I don't. That's not true for all raw hair. It's not, of course. For me, for me, no. It should be effortless straight out the pack. Straight out the pack. Straight out the pack. It should be effortless. It should be soft. It should be full. It should be bouncy. It should be flowing. And it should give life. But at the same time, I'm picky. So that's another thing to take into account. If you got a target audience with 1,000 of me in it, baby, we picky. I am picky. I have high standards for a lot of things. It's just who I am. I'm very particular. I'm extremely particular. So then there's that. Then there's that. Where did you get your logo stickers that's on your machine and blockheads? I use Sticker Mule. I need to, my custom link is not in the bio, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to add that to the link in my bio, Sticker Mule. That way y'all can get a coupon code. When y'all use my special link, y'all will get $10 off. But I use Sticker Mule. I absolutely love them. I switched out my logo to make it more simplistic, because my brand is all about making life easier for my customers, making life easier, simplistic, simple, straight to the point. So I had to make sure my brand gave a simplistic look as well. So I did switch out all of my stickers. My logo is very simple. Wigs by Ebony, very, very simple. So, you know, even my website, the way I designed my website, I made it very simple, simplistic, easy, because that's what I want my brand to exude. So I want to say, how many pieces of bundles do you buy when buying samples? How do you test them out? So this is something that I cover in detail. I have a course called the Hair Business Starter Pack. In the Hair Business Starter Pack course, I go over the different ways that you can start your business. If you want to do pre-order system, if you want to do drop shipment, or if you want to do inventory, you purchase wholesale and get inventory. I talk about how to find vendors, how to test out hair. I talk about target audience. I talk about how to register your business legally. I talk about how to price your products. So if that's something y'all interested in, I feel like that course is on sale. That course should be on sale. You would click the link in my bio. You would click the button that says all of my business courses, and you can enroll into that course. But I am going to answer this question since you're here. When I test out hair, I have to wear it to test it out. So if I wanted to test out kinky curly bundles from a vendor, I'm going to buy 2 or 3 bundles. It depends on the style I'm going for. If I wanted something like this, then I would purchase 3 bundles in the closure. I would make it into a wig, or I'll get a sew-in, or whatever style that you want to wear. You want to choose a style in which your target audience, however your target audience, a majority of your target audience is going to wear it, that's how you need to get it installed. So if your target audience, they prefer sew-ins or quick weaves, then you need to get a sew-in or a quick weave. If they like ponytails more than anything, then you need to get a ponytail. If they like wigs, then you need to get a wig or make it into a wig and wear it that way. You want to wear it in the way that your audience is going to wear it. That way, whatever your experience is going to be their experience. They're going to have a similar experience. And then that you test it out by wearing it. Anything that your customer would do to the hair, anything that your customer will want to know about the hair, you're going to do it to the hair. That way you can make sure that your hair withstands and it holds up and it is of quality. And that way you can also answer any questions that your customer could ever have about the hair. You'll be able to answer. You'll be able to answer what's the best products to use. You'll be able to answer if it tangles in the back or not. You'll be able to answer, you know, how to define the curls. What products do you put on the hair so the curls look like that? You'll be able to answer the question, can you straighten it? Yes, I can straighten it because I've straightened it before. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you would do that. Is $100 okay profit or $150? It's gonna depend on the service or the product that you're offering. The cost of whatever it is that you're offering is gonna depend on your business expenses, like everything that you have to pay for in your business. It's dependent upon lifestyle. It's so many different factors and things you have to consider when you go to pricing your business, and when you go to figure out how much profit you really want to make, how much profit you will be okay with. It's going to be very different for everybody. But like I say, that is pricing is something that I explain in detail in my hair business starter pack course, and the course should be on sale.